'twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
Thus begin the timeless lines that open the beloved poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, the work that would enchant generations as The Night Before Christmas. Written in the early 19th century by Clement Clarke Moore, scholar, public figure, and enterprising spirit, the poem first slipped quietly into the world on December 23, 1823, published anonymously in the Troy Sentinel. It was reprinted many times, sometimes under its original title, sometimes as Account of a Visit from St. Nicholas or Santa Claus. Only in 1848, nearly 20 years later, did it appear as a standalone book adorned with its first illustrations. That unassuming poem proved fateful. It lifted Moore into the pantheon of world literature, and it transformed the ancient figure of St. Nicholas of Myra, Nicholas the Wonder Worker, patron saint of children, sailors, and toy makers, known for his legendary habit of secret gift-giving, into a character who would forever shape the American imagination. In Moore's verses, the ancient saint appeared in a reimagined form.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he'd flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was given a sleigh drawn by 8 reindeer, each with a personality and a musical name.
No Dasher, no Dancer, no Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen,
prancing across a moon-washed sky. And in Moore's telling, Santa was tiny, impossibly tiny, allowing him to slip down chimneys with ease, bags of treasures in tow. Moore was among the first to reveal what might happen on Christmas Eve, though not the very first. An earlier anonymous work had already shown Santa Claus arriving in a sleigh pulled by a single reindeer. But Moore's vision, joyful and vivid, became the one that endured. Decades later, Santa would evolve again. 40 years after Moore, the legendary political cartoonist Thomas Nast reshaped the elfin traveler into a rounder, warmer, robed figure. Another 70 years on, in 1931, illustrator Haddon Sundblom dressed Santa forever in his iconic red suit, giving him the look now printed on cards, stories, and millions of childhood memories. Scores of artists have illustrated Moore's poem. In 1855, one of the earliest and rarest editions was created by the author's daughter, Mary Clarke Moore Ogden, who illuminated a personal manuscript with delicate color vignettes set within ornate borders and presented it as a Christmas gift to her husband. But today, our story is not about Mary Ogden. It is about a contemporary artist who signs his work simply, Bill Bell. Search his name and you'll find a cascade of bright, joyful, fantastical images cherished by his fans and collectors. His designs appear on posters, tins, puzzles, greeting cards, nearly 900 pieces licensed and celebrated around the world. Yet for all that popularity, remarkably little is known about the man himself, made more complicated by the fact that he shares a name with several other artists and musicians. Still, the fragments of his life have been gathered, revealing an unexpected tapestry of experiences. Typically, an artist's story begins. Even as a child, he wanted to paint. Bill Bell's story, though, was anything but familiar. From an early age, he did not imagine brushes or canvases. His heart belonged to something else. William C. Bell, the artist's full name, was born in Philadelphia in 1927. His father worked grueling hours in a depot, ironing pockets for Army uniforms, paid only a few pennies apiece. The family had no telephone, no car, no hope of college, but they had one treasure: music. Years later, Bill Bell would recount these memories in Saxophone Boy, a book he wrote and illustrated himself. Take a look at this page. Did you spot the little girl he once knew at Samuel P. Huey Public School? That same girl would one day become his wife. William's father had a magnificent tenor voice. His older brother, Buster, taught himself guitar. William drummed. Their sprawling family, 13 aunts and uncles on his father's side, 7 aunts and uncles on his mother's, plus their children, always had something to celebrate. And each gathering turned into a lively concert. In the 1930s and 40s, the golden age of big bands, jazz called to William everywhere, on the radio, in ice cream shops, and from diners' jukeboxes, each housed in finely carved walnut cabinets. At 9, his mother led him through the crowded streets to the Earl Theater, where Cab Calloway and his band were waiting to dazzle the audience. William remembered the magic of that moment, the curtain rising, green tuxedoed musicians blazing under colored lights. And a lone saxophonist stepping into a white spotlight, his golden horn gleaming as wild notes burst forth. At that instant, William knew what he wanted to be. At 10, he received the gift of his dreams, a saxophone. He played it everywhere he could, in basements and gyms, at football games, on subway platforms. By the time William finished high school, he was performing professionally. Beginning at $2 a night, he achieved a solid standing in the music world, playing for legends: Frank Sinatra, Dinah Shore, Tony Bennett, and Patti Page. But one day, he discovered something no dreamer expects. When a dream is fulfilled, it loses its mystery. And so, with courage and curiosity, William Bell set down the saxophone and reached for something new. One dream ended, another began. He traded his horn for a paintbrush. The saxophone, silent but honored, rests in his studio even now. Music still fills the room: Mozart, Duke Ellington, Chuck Berry, Willie Nelson, and under their rhythms, his paintings come alive. His first exhibition, held in New Jersey in 1970, was an immediate success and set him on a new path. Bell's works appeared in galleries in New York, Dallas, Houston, Washington, D.C., Montreal, and beyond. The Franklin and Danbury Mints commissioned Bell to design more than 100 collectible plates and figurines. corporations sought him for commemorative pieces. In 1996, the White House Egg Council invited Bell to create the artwork for the Easter egg roll program, and the original was placed in the presidential library. Children's books followed, whimsical tales of the eccentric inventor Dr. Drabble, or playful reinterpretations of classics like The Selfish Giant. Bill Bell wrote and illustrated his own stories, One Starry Day in Heaven and Noah, the Incredible Voyager. For Bell, painting became more than a craft. It was a calling. "It is my fun, my therapy, my challenge," he said. His canvases hum with memories of childhood, city corners, everyday wonders. Reality slips easily into fantasy. Trojan cats, celestial journeys, bustling towns, imaginary peaceful valleys, angels and fairies. "When I paint," he said, "it's like doing a puzzle. Sometimes I paint what I see, sometimes what I feel, sometimes what I remember." Bill Bell has long been an inexhaustible inventor, always exploring the next twist of imagination. Old fairy tales are reborn in his hands. And new fantastical adventures spring from his brush. Two passions dominate his work. The first is cats. Somewhere along the way, Bill Bell discovered an entire cat planet, a world with its own history. A perfect universe, governed by soft paws and sharp wit. Its meow-tisms are clever and mischievous, endlessly playful and utterly adorable. Dogs, to be fair, have their own planet too. His second passion is Christmas. "What's not to like about Christmas?" Bell once said. "I like the thought of Christmas. I like my early memories of Christmas in Philadelphia, when my dad and I would go out to buy a tree when they were half price." His Christmas scenes glow with warmth and hope. In every brushstroke, Bill Bell chooses joy. He believes that summer days outnumber winter days, that happiness outweighs sorrow, that miracles are always within reach. "I paint nostalgia and nonsense," he says. "Nostalgia for the world that once was. Nonsense for the world he dreams into being." And through his work, Bell shares both with us. The magic he remembers, and the magic he imagines.